I do got something that I'm afraid to admit as a black person.
What
I've been keeping this to myself for a while, man, and you know, I was like, damn, I can't admit this. They gonna take away my black card, like, you know what I'm saying? And in some friend circles, my shit is taken away, like, you know what I mean?
Might be going already. I ain't gonna lie.
But listen, man, I haven't watched a lot of black movies, man. I'll be honest with you. I haven't a lot. All of the iconic movies, I have not seen them.
The only black movie.
A majority.
The only black movie this nigga seen was Friday, bro. That's it.
I seen Friday. I seen Friday After Next. My thing, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. My thing,
nigga even see Next Friday. Like,
my thing is, I don't remember movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't I can't. I haven't seen Black Panther. The only movie I can remember is the Jackson 5 movie, the American Dream movie. Is because they had that shit on repeat like a thousand.
That's what I was.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Dailyrapupcrew. No booker, but I go by the name of Eli. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, The Real Y Eli. Shoot me a DM. Like, I'll be checking my DMs, man. I'll be replying back to everybody. I try my best. So make sure you hit me up in the DMs. Y'all want to chat. Last but not least, we got Ace.
You want people to slide in your DM?
First of all, I'm not even about to get into that with you, bro. Like, listen, man. Last but not least, we got Ace, man. Like,
yes, indeed. And what it do? Have no fear, Ace is here. I want to show y'all a magic trick, but the bars won't disappear. You heard? Ace to go 2-4. You heard?
I'm tired of this nigga, bro. This nigga got to be nerfed, bro. Like, come on, bro. He really be driving to the show and writing this shit down. Like, he be getting inspiration.
I roll the windows down. Know what I mean, let the wind blow a little bit, and then the bars just.
You be listening to Drake? You put on a Drake instrumental. I know you do.
Nah, I got
Drake type beat.
Nah, I gotta. I gotta listen in silence. So I drive with the wind blowing, you know what I mean? And then I just be thinking.
And that's how the bars just pop up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, man, before we get into these topics, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe.
Oh, and this is not another episode of Dailyrapupcrew. This is another episode of the Bro Chat, you know what I mean?
Oh, the Bro, is that the intro? That's how the intro go? I was going to get to that. I was just trying to get the intros out the way. I mean, like.
No, but you said, welcome to another episode of the Dailyrapupcrew.
I said that?
Yeah.
I mean,
you don't never know.
It still is a Dailyrapupcrew, but it's just the. You're right.
This is the whole different show, man.
You're right. Yeah. Welcome back to the Bro. What is it? The Bro Chat?
The Bro Chat.
The Bro Chat. All right. Listen, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that like button. Join the membership. Cop the merch, man. We finally representing the merch, man. Like, you know what I mean? So,
and follow the second page, Dailyrapupcrew clips. You heard?
Okay. You've been practicing. Listen, I'm proud. I'm proud of you. I do want to get into this topic. You know, it's a trend that I've been seeing on TikTok recently. We gotta get on Twitter. Twitter is X, Twitter, whatever the fuck they call that shit. We gotta get on that.
Why we gotta get on X?
They be having a lot of shit on it. Like, there's a lot of interesting topics and shit like that. They be
I pay for that shit or some shit.
For X?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably gotta pay for everything nowadays. But anyway, this topic specifically caught my attention because it was something of the likes of, you know, what people were afraid to admit as a black person, right? So there was one that went viral, and we got a couple that we're gonna talk about. But this one in particular, I'm gonna read this one. But this one, it kind of set it off. So there's a post that says, "I used to be afraid to admit this as a black person, but I'm not afraid to admit this anymore." She says, I get really nervous and anxious around hood people. Right? There's another one that we seen. They said they get anxious or nervous, or they don't like being around ghetto people. What's your thoughts on this topic? Because this one, it generated a lot of conversation within our community.
I mean, when she say hood people, she's specifically talking about black people. That's what she's talking about.
For sure, yeah.
So if she was around hood white people, she would feel okay?
Probably so, but in this specific case, it was just like, it was something that she was afraid to admit, like, because she felt like, you know, she's supposed to naturally be comfortable around other black people.
I mean, it's hard. It's a hard topic to talk about because on one hand, I do understand where she's coming from because, you know, it's like putting yourself in a situation to come out on top. So it's like, all right, back in the days, you tell your mom you go into a specific part of Brooklyn or whatever, she gonna advise you not to go to that part. Why? Because she feels uncomfortable with you being around those people that be in those parts. So I can understand where she's coming from when she's saying that she's uncomfortable around her. Because I mean, they unpredictable, you know what I mean? You never know what can happen. You know what I mean? They might be in a good mood, they might be in a bad mood. You know what I mean? So it's like
keep your head down and keep walking. Like,
even if sometimes even if you keep your head down and you
sound like you got a story to tell or something like that.
I've seen some shit growing up in Brooklyn, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. My cousins used to live in Bed-Stuy. I used to live in Bed-Stuy, but we moved out to Crown Heights. So I used to go visit my cousins in Bed-Stuy. And back in the day, they had this group named, I don't even know if I want to call their name. But most of them locked up and shit now anyway. But back in the day, they used to run the stop for real, for real. It was like the family, whatever, blah, blah. I was on the 46, B46 going up, was that Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen his father walking with his 2 kids, bro. And these niggas walking the opposite way, bro. And they bumped the pops, started jumping him, and was kicking the little children, bro.
God damn.
I'm like, I'm on the bus in disbelief. Like, yo, what did they do? Like, what the fuck? Disbelief, bro. I'm like, just me. I'm like, maybe they got beef with him or something. I don't know, but I thought, all right, nigga with his kids, you gonna be like, all right, next time I see you though, you know what I mean? But they ain't
got the respect for the kid. And you said they kicked the little kid?
They was kicking the little kids. Bro.
Nah, see. I think that's unfortunate. I think a lot of those experiences, like you said, maybe it might not be firsthand, but you see those experiences and it kind of makes you afraid to be in certain environments.
It's traumatic, no?
Yeah. So I think why that post went so crazy because there was a lot of people that did resonate with her. Like, you know what I mean? As a black person, you probably are ashamed to say it, or maybe you feel embarrassed to say that you feel uncomfortable around, certain environments in our community, which is totally acceptable. Like, you know what I mean? There's certain communities that I go to, and I'm like, listen, this shit can get critical out here. Like, you know what I mean?
So I'm like, as long as that's across the board, because no matter where I go, if it's looking fishy, no matter what kind of people it is, you know what I mean? I'm like, hold up, like what's going on? You know what I mean? It's not just black people. So as long as you got that same, you know what I mean, energy across the board, then I got no problem with it. You know what I mean?
I think unfortunately, a lot of, and we're gonna get to some other ones as well, but I think sometimes when we look at these things that people are saying that they're afraid to admit, it kind of perpetuates this negative stereotype. Like, if you as a black person feel anxious or nervous to be around quote unquote hood people or ghetto people, imagine what non-black people, white people or Spanish people or Asian people, imagine how they must feel. And at least we can kind of differentiate like what we would deem as hood people or ghetto people. Yeah. Like these other people in other community, they just look at us and just think we all hood and ghetto. Like, you know what I mean? So imagine how they feel. Like, you get what I'm saying? So, I think that certain situation, it does perpetuate this negative stereotype just about, ghetto people or hood people that I think is harmful at the end of the day, but it's also can be true. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, with stereotypes, there's always a little bit of truth to it. Like, you know what I mean? So that's kind of unfortunate. Let me get to another one I've seen. It says something I'm not afraid to admit as a black person. I don't support black businesses just because they are black. I need quality, good service, good customer service, and professionalism. What's your thoughts on that?
Yo, I can't even be mad at this. I can't even be mad at it, bro. Like, I try my best to support black businesses just because it is black businesses, but I give you a chance. Now, I mean, if you fuck up that chance, then you fuck it up. But I'm going.
How many chances you give?
Nah, it's just that one chance.
Is that one chance?
Yeah. In order for me to come back, it would have to be like
3-strike system. Like,
nah. But that's the way I am across the board. Now, when it comes to businesses. Now, I mean, I try to keep everybody equal. But as somebody comes back about, yo, I went to so and so and I had a good experience, then I might be like, all right, let me see if they upgraded. You know what I mean, and then spin the block. But you gotta be on point, man. I know a lot of black businesses. It's like what's that? Peter pay for Paul and Paul pay for all. That's the saying, and it's like. If you got a business and then a black person comes in and you giving them good customer services and they still being nasty to you or they don't want to tip or whatever, then when the next black person comes in, you going you going to automatically think, all right, this is going to be the same thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then you, as the good customer coming in now the person's nasty to you because of the person that was in here
Previous
before. You know
one,
what I mean?
yeah.
And now it's a cycle. You know what I mean?
Right,
Going
right.
back and forth. So it's hard, but I think because it's your business, you gotta be professional. You know what I mean? The customer is always right. They always say that. You know what I mean?
Professionalism is very big, and you know, I'm very much the same way. Like I usually try to just support Black-owned businesses just because they Black-owned businesses and they honestly need the money more than everybody else.
Yeah.
But sometimes I do feel like we are a bit more critical of Black-owned businesses. Like, you know what I mean? We hold them to the utmost highest standard, and when they don't slightly reach that shit, see, this is why I don't support Black-owned businesses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I do. To our credit, some of the customer service within these Black-owned businesses ain't up to par, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They be talking to niggas like they mad that they got to work there. Like, you know what I mean? Like we bothering them. Like, I understand at the end of the day, you know, end of the night, the shift, you know, you got that last minute customer, but these niggas be acting like that's their whole shift. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, do you think it's like, all right, cause you know, like you say you working somewhere and your family walk in, right? You kind of let your guard down. So you're like, oh, hey, girl, like, what's up? Do you think that got something to do with it? It's like, oh, these my people, so I don't got to be professional right now.
No, that's probably it's probably some level to that. And I think us as customers, I don't think we do Black-owned businesses any justice because sometimes we go in there with that entitled privilege, kind of like, yo, you should be lucky I'm even shopping here, or like, you know, yo, let me get a discount, or like, yo, come on, help me out, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we kind of do each other a disservice, but you know, I feel like that's a good one, like, you know? like
I said, it's a cycle, and in order to break it, I mean, you just gotta treat everybody the way you would want to be treated, basically.
I got another one here, and it's so interesting just to go down these lists because you really see, like, damn, like, people be thinking they the only ones, and they're not really the only ones. You start to read the comments, and everybody can relate to them. So I got another one here. This is a woman. She says something I'm not afraid to admit as a Black person. I don't like wearing my natural hair. Nothing wrong with it. I just don't like doing it. My hair is so thick. I cry when it doesn't want to come out right. I'd rather braid it up and deal with it than deal with it 24/7. And I think, you know, I don't even think that's as controversial as the other ones because we in our community, a lot of our women do prefer to not wear the natural hair because of the upkeep of it. You got to constantly maintain it. They rather just put the wigs on, put the lace front, whatever they do. So I don't even think that one is too controversial. I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of the wigs and the weaves. I like when my woman or who I'm talking to is wearing they crown, you know what I mean, pridefully. So I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me, but I would still encourage my partner to do it. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, you know what I mean? Just for me. If she don't want to do it for herself, do it for me.
But how do you get, like, this is my issue that I'm having as a Black man, right? This is man-to-man talk, like, you know what I'm saying? Because maybe you got the answer. Yeah, maybe you got the solution. I need to figure out the solution, right?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time, you know, as much as I encourage the women I talk to embrace their natural hair, there's this resistance there of, it's my hair. I could do whatever I want with it. I paid for it. Why do you care? If this is what I want to do. So no matter how much encouragement I give them, they always got this pushback. Well, I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me. You know, we all heard that. What do we do about that? I'm trying to figure it out. I need some solutions.
I mean, damn, all you can do is try to communicate the best way you know how. I think in most cases, women don't really understand. I ain't gonna say women, but most women don't really understand the situation until they're in the situation. You feel me?
What do you mean?
So maybe it's something that she wants you to do. And you like, nah, I just want to do this, blah, 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 blah. And then you like, I think she won't get it until you in that situation and you point it out. You see, this is how I felt when you was doing this, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I ain't saying doing it intentionally, but you might have to do it intentionally.
Sometimes I feel like they take other people's opinions more seriously than they do. Like,
I mean,
you could say something and somebody else say that they boss say something like that. Now, hey, my boss is saying I should wear my natural hair, but you think I should do that? I'm like, yo, I've been telling you that. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So, listen, let us know in the comments because I'm struggling. I think a lot of Black men are struggling trying to encourage our women to wear their natural hair more. We need some solutions. Ladies, let us know what we could do. I don't know, man. Like, I got another one here, something that I'm afraid to admit as a Black person. Black Americans normalizing having children out of wedlock too much. And I feel like this was a Black woman that said this, but I feel like she had to be Caribbean or African because for you to like when you say African Americans normalize, that sounds like you outside of the diaspora looking in. Like, you know what I mean?
I mean, it could go both ways. Maybe she could be American and she trying to put the fire under, you know what I mean, her people. You know what I mean?
I feel like she would have said Black people. Like, you know what I mean?
What she said? Oh, Black Americans.
She said African Americans normalized. But no, regardless of the terminology, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I always tell people this, that the things that people deal with in America ain't the same thing that y'all dealing with in y'all countries, bro. Like, so Black Americans, they have a different outlook on life. I don't think that is conducive to building communities and, you know what I mean, getting back on the right track. Because right now we so far left, man. I want to bring this up too. This story I seen the other day where this guy stabbed these two twin girls because he's trying to holler and they curved them, whatever. I thought that was
they ever catch him?
I think he's still on the run. I
don't know how this nigga's on the run. They have his face. They got like pictures of this nigga. They got this nigga name. How the fuck? And not even to laugh about this because this is something serious. And this is probably what a lot of our women be echoing, like that when they say they don't feel protected. This nigga is on the run somehow, and everybody knows his name and his picture, which is outrageous. So
yeah, I just feel like that was the most disgusting thing I've heard in I don't even know how long, because like they did nothing wrong. Like, they didn't want to talk to you. They respectfully declined, and you stabbed them because they didn't want to talk. Like, that shit just made me so mad because, like, I got a sister, I got aunts, I got a mother. You know what I mean? I honestly think I'd be in jail if I was related to these young ladies. I ain't gonna lie, man. But this is why I mean community. Like, there was a lot of men that was there that probably could have prevented that from happening and didn't. You know what I mean? So I just think that to get back to the topic, I just think that the path that we're going down ain't conducive to building the communities we need to stop shit like this from happening.
Yeah.
So
I think we've been very vocal on this show about the having children out of wedlock.
Yeah.
Obviously we need to promote families more. I think people should wait to marriage before deciding to have a kid. If that man hasn't committed to you and try to put a ring on your finger, I don't think no woman should give a man a child if it's outside the confines of marriage.
Right.
But yeah, I think we do normalize it too much because even when we have these conversations, even we can say stuff like marry before you carry, which you would think is common sense, but we get a lot of pushback from it. Like, you don't marry. They always try to say this, oh, well, people get divorced, marriage don't always work.
Yeah.
No, that's fair, but the statistics show that, people that's raised in a marriage or two-family household usually have a better success rate in life and just in general. I mean, I always bring up the statistics about single child households and the likeliness of them going to jail and running away from home, and childbirth, pregnancy, suicide rates is way significantly higher in single parent households. So I think we do normalize that shit. We also normalize baby mama culture a lot. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
but I wonder, I want to say that the laws in America do promote divorce to a certain demographic. I wonder how it is, like, if you go overseas, like, is it the same laws, like, across the board? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm not completely sure, but there isn't as much of an incentive to be a single mother than there is here. So, we brought up this article a while ago. I don't know if it's in Saudi Arabia, but it's actually illegal to have a child outside of wedlock in Saudi Arabia. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even live with your significant other if you're not married in Saudi Arabia. Like, they take that shit very seriously. So, and as they should, because, obviously family is the backbone of a productive society, like, the nuclear family. So, yeah, I think we do normalize that shit.
Do you agree with that, though?
With
with those laws?
With it being illegal?
Yeah. I mean, that's a little extreme. I mean, I hear it, but I'm like, that's a little extreme, though. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, you go to jail if you live with somebody before y'all married? Like,
it's their country. I'm not necessarily mad at it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not really mad at it. Like, you know what I mean? Because it gives you a consequence for defining what they want in their society. Like, you know what I mean? So
America is rewarding and Saudi Arabia is punishing.
Is punishing, like, you know what I mean? And we would have to do the statistics to
And
see what
see.
society is, happier as far as, the depression levels, which has a lower, as far as productive levels, happiness. Like, we gotta compare the stats. If it's working for them, maybe America should incorporate it. They not, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the land of the free, man. Like,
for sure.
Except for having babies, apparently.
I mean, shit. Yeah. I got another one here. Something I'm not afraid to admit as a black person. And this is a woman. And I found, like, when I was going through this whole thread, it was a lot of women in this one. Like, there was a couple of men in this. That could be a lot of things. Just women.
You remember that one you was talking about earlier?
Which one?
With the guy.
With the guy
and the spoon.
Nah, I didn't even favorite that one, but we could bring that one up. So she says, being with a trap nigga is actually terrifying. I do not want to look over my shoulder 24/7. I'm not taking no charges. I'm not holding you down. Like, you know what I mean? So
shout out, man. Shout out, man.
But she wasn't the first woman I did see that had those same, sentiments and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah, what's your thoughts on what she said? Because it seems so out of the opposite of what we kind of hear from women. Like,
yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's what I said. I had to shout out, man, because it's refreshing to hear somebody with common sense, I guess. like this is common sense, bro. Like, who wants to live that life? But it seems that a lot of women would take on that burden, I guess. I don't like what's the benefit? I mean, you get the fast money, but how long does that last? And is that money worth looking over your shoulder every time you in the car, every time you come out your house, or even in your house? Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, you seen that video with that Uber driver?
Yeah, like, that shit was crazy.
That was kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, you know what I mean?
What you think happened in that video, though?
I'm not complete. At first, I thought it was a random occasion.
Yeah.
But the smirk on her face, she just seemed like
it is regular.
Not that it was regular. Like, she clearly knew that person. It must have been her ex, her boyfriend or something. Yeah. Because she had if you look at the video, she's smiling. They getting shot at and she's smiling like, ho go. Like, she's getting shot at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
this ain't no shit. Like, he loves me.
Yeah, this ain't no like, I just got into an Uber and some random person shooting. No, you knew exactly who it was. Y'all probably was pissing each other off. Nothing is justifiable to shoot a gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I was saying she probably robbed him, bro. Like, I'm like, that's the only reason I could see like somebody like coming out the crib and like he checked the. Oh, nah, I ran out the crib. Like, yo, I mean, it started.
Had to be.
That's the only thing I could think of, bro.
It's some Chicago shit, unfortunately. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, but like I said, just going back to her, it is refreshing to hear women say that. And I'm starting to see a lot more women just take that approach, even though we've been kind of preaching that, like, or nonstop, like, yo, why y'all with this?
Maybe they finally
the drug dealers, the drug dealers need love too, and stuff. Like, all this, the justification that we be getting for these men.
Yeah, I forgot what Shorty said to me the other day, bro. Oh man, remember I was telling you? Yeah. I forgot what she said though.
Yeah, it was just something like, why don't they deserve love or something like this? It's like, bro, like, another one, something I used to be scared to admit as a black man. If my homeboy did the crime, keep him in that damn cell. Ain't no free my dog. Listen, I gotta agree. I'm not gonna.
That's a fact.
Niggas be really killing niggas, robbing niggas, doing some crazy shit, and the niggas be like, "Yo, free him until like, you know what I'm saying." Free him until it's backwards and all this other dumb. I'm like, bro, this nigga really did that shit.
Yeah, and you know he did it.
That's understandable if you thought he was innocent and maybe he didn't do it. Like, you know what I mean? But some of these niggas do, you know they did that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just saying freedom. Man, that nigga need to stay where he at. Like, you know what I mean?
I wonder if niggas be putting up a facade though. Like,
what you mean?
Like, they know he ain't getting out, so I'm gonna just scream free him.
Oh,
so
just to show him like it's supportive. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Y'all niggas in jail. Yo, listen, I'ma still support y'all niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll come and visit y'all, whatever the case is, but I'm not gonna be like, yo, that's the ramifications. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how life works. Like, you do a crime or do something that's illegal, you gotta pay the time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember I seen this meme back in the day. The first part said, he was like, yo, free my son, blah, blah, right? And then they came up to him and said, yo, what he do? And then he was like, he killed two niggas or something like that. And then he was like, keep him in something. I'm like, yo, keep that nigga in there.
Is a menace to society. Like, yo,
we don't need that back on the streets, bro.
Like, yo, I'm be honest with you. When they do catch that nigga, I don't want to hear no free my nigga. Like, here's the clip for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga deserves.
He might be the most hated nigga in America.
I don't know how nobody can protect that nigga. If he's on a run, there's no way nobody's, yo, you could just chill here. No, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could go right to the priest. And matter of fact, I'm gonna tell him you here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that nigga right here.
There's no justification.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So whoever's sheltering that man, yeah, that's fucked up. That's just as fucked up as what he did, in my opinion.
Free him outside so you go to jail, man.
I used to be scared to admit this as a black woman, but sometimes I'd be afraid to approach another black woman and tell her she looks nice or that her outfit is fire, because most of the time they always have an attitude and you're literally just trying to give them a compliment, right? This is a black woman to another black woman. And when I read that one, I said, you trying to give another black woman a compliment and she gives you an attitude? That sounds very familiar. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, welcome to the life of black men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, welcome here. Like, you know what I mean? And you see how it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good for us. Like, you know what I mean? We just try and compliment you. What's your thoughts on that?
That is really crazy that even women feel like they can't give another woman a compliment. Cause I understand why a woman, you know, when you got like a really beautiful woman, she get hollered at all the time. You can understand why by the end of the day, she might be tired of people trying to talk to her, right?
Right.
But another woman giving you a compliment, I don't think that's I'm not sure how often that happens. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why it would be like a negative response to that. So that's really surprising.
And I'm be honest with you, I'm looking at Shorty right now.
Yeah.
Shorty fake fire. I'm not gonna hold you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, she fake a John. So I ain't gonna hold you. If she came up to you and gave you a compliment, you still gave her attitude?
Yeah,
shit. Like, you know what I mean? But I think that is what a lot of men are experiencing. And it's kind of discouraging some men to even approach women nowadays, because it's like, I'm just trying to give you a compliment, you know what I mean? And I'm already getting met with this attitude. So it shouldn't really be that far-fetched when men say, yo, we're dealing with attitudes from our women, and they be trying to act so oblivious. Yeah, I know what we talking about. Like, you know what I mean? So
let me ask you a question. Do you give a woman a compliment without the intentions to talk to her? Have you ever?
I have given a woman a compliment. And I never followed up on it. I just gave her a compliment and just kept it walking.
What was that because of the response or?
No, I got a pleasant. It was a nice. Oh, thank you. And she was an attractive woman. And
you didn't want to holler?
I did want to holler, but it really wasn't my intention. I think I was just going that whole day just trying to give. I was just doing some dumb shit. I was just trying to go the whole day, just giving as many black women a compliment as possible. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, shout out to
you. Know what I mean? That should be a challenge. It's like, how many? Just go the whole day, just give a black woman a compliment.
You can do that.
But normally, in general, if I do give a woman a compliment, I would like to get to know her on a personal level. So yeah, what about you?
Have I given a woman?
Yeah, you gave a woman a compliment without trying to holler. I know the answer. You don't cap. Don't cap. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to think.
I don't know why you thinking anything.
I don't think so.
All right. See, I know. Like, you know what I mean? You trying to cap over here.
I don't think so.
And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, you saw an attractive woman, you gave her a compliment. You know, you know what I mean? The next one I got, something that I'm not afraid to admit as a black woman. A lot of these, I try to find some. We got a couple here with the fellas. She said, I hate working. I don't have a dream job, nor do I aspire to work. I hate the fact that women fought to be able to work. I got 2 degrees just for decorations because I want
2 degrees?
Just for decorations because I just want to be a housewife and stay at home. You know what I mean? You know what that reminded me of? When we had that one episode, and I want to describe the book because we had this one episode, right? And the woman on the show was like, I was like, yo, men don't really care about degrees. And I said, how many women got degrees but want to be a stay-at-home wife? And the woman was like, you know what I mean? So that proved my point. Like, your degree is worthless because you don't want to do anything with your degree. You ultimately just still want to be at home. Like, you know what I mean? So I think what she said is kind of what a lot of women are realizing nowadays. Like, they wanted that option to be free of men. That's what feminism was about. They have that option, and now they see like, damn, I hated it. It's almost like when we was kids and we was rushing to be
about
adults.
To say that, bro.
You know what I mean?
That remind me of kids rushing to be adults, and then once you get here, you like, damn, I should have stayed a kid.
Listen, I was selfish. The only reason I really wanted to be adult is so I could just be outside my mom's house and have sex when I wanted to. That's the main reason I wanted to be an adult. Like,
that's all I wanted, bro.
I ain't all this bills, dad, paying other people bills, like paying, like, nah, this is working.
Like, yo,
you know that type of hours we be doing. We be putting in some work, bro. Like that.
Just did 13, bro.
Listen, man. So yeah, what she said kind of, I think a lot of women will resonate with it. It had a ton of, it had like 30,000 likes.
But that's why they trying to bring in this soft girl everything now, man. They trying to retract that. You know what I mean? Like, trying to retract back.
All right, so the next one is this one is much more general, but I was afraid to admit this as a black man, but now I'm not. It says, I never understood why people use slavery as an excuse to why they aren't successful in their lives when it's actually their current decisions and choices that put them in their current situation. Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on that?
I believe that's ignorant. Slavery, obviously we're in a different time, but I do think that, they always talk about modern day slavery. I think that's what we living through every day, and everybody don't get the same opportunities as everybody else. He clearly he sounded like he got a good opportunity and he ran with it, but everybody don't get that. Mm-hmm. I was talking to one of my family members back in the Caribbean, and they was like, y'all in the land of the money and y'all complain about. I'm like, listen, you don't understand it unless you live in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it looks good on TV, it looks good on paper. Like, yeah, America is the richest country, whatever. Yeah, we the richest group of black people, whatever, right? But that doesn't equate to the cost of living out here. Like, there's a lot of things you gotta take into account before you make statements like that. Like, you can't. I'm just tired of people making statements without doing any research first. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna make a statement, make sure you well versed on what you're talking about before you do that, because you could offend people, and I think that's very offensive.
Yeah, I think like when I read it, I was like, I never met a person that said, damn, you know what, because of slavery, I never, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think nobody has ever said that. I think what we do is we look at the context of slavery, then from slavery to segregation, Jim Crow, to civil rights, all of this stuff trickles down to why, you know, certain people or companies are discriminated, groups of people are discriminated against. So I've never met anybody that said, damn, you know what, because our ancestors are slave, I can't get the job that I want to get. It's always you know, like I said, you got to do your due diligence. And, you know, what I think people are saying is just like when we talk about black immigrants or just immigrants in general, when they come here and they be, oh, black Americans are always complaining. Like, no, we are trying to get what we feel like we deserve. Like, you know what I mean? And you really don't understand that until you get to this country and then you realize, yo, listen, they trying to pay you for the pennies and you thinking it's like, it's cool, but listen, we understand our worth. Like, we worked for the bare minimum, and for like, we did all that. Now we trying to get our was due to us, and knowing that these corporations are making so much money and they could pay us, like, but they don't want to because they want to profit all the money for themselves. So I don't think nobody uses slavery as an excuse. But
I think that statement is even more ignorant because they've recently proved that trauma has been passed down through generations. You know what I mean? So it could still be affecting people today.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So I think that statement is even more ignorant now.
For sure. Like, you know what I mean? So, and that brought me to like another topic. And matter of fact, I think I got that somewhere. We gonna get to that one, because I know you have a couple that we want to get to as well. So another one, something I'm not afraid to admit as a black person. Certain black folks don't want the liberation of black people. Instead, they want to leverage the black community against for themselves, so they could be acceptance to more proximity to whiteness, basically. Like, you know what I mean? So I think I understood where she was coming from, because that one kind of went crazy too. That one had like 20,000 likes. Let me see. So let me see what some of these comments are saying. She said P. Diddy and Jay-Z are perfect examples. I guess what she's trying to say is, you know, black people like to they want to get closer to whiteness, right? This is what people have a problem with Kanye because they say, yo, Kanye don't really care about black people. He just want to profit off of them so he could be closer to the proximity to whiteness, which is why he's always quoting, you know, the Steve Jobs and the Walt Disneys and, you know, all of the, if you ever listen to Kanye, and I fuck with Kanye regardless of whatever the case is, like that nigga can seem crazy at times, but sometimes he be saying some shit. But again, when you look at all of the people that he idolizes or he constantly talk about, they are white men. Like, you know what I mean? He always references white men. I can't. I don't know. Maybe Michael Jackson or something, but that's like Prince. He talk about musically and stuff like that. But when he talks about like being up there at the top of the top, it's always a Walt Disney, a Steve Jobs, a this person, or white. Like, you know what I mean? So, you know, I think certain people are leveraging the black community just so they can get closer to whiteness. And they really don't want to see the true liberation of black people. Like, you know what I mean?
Is it? Yeah. Well, I mean, in Kanye case, I guess that would be leveraging to get closer to white people. But do people want to get closer to white people, or do they want that level of success? Because these people, when you think about the most successful people in the United States, yeah, they got black people that are successful, but the most successful at the top of the top are white. You know what I mean? So when you say they trying to get next to white people, or they trying to just be the most successful they can be, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you got to put it on, like, what I would do is I'll put it like on a scale, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you are a celebrity, a black celebrity, and you do have all this power and this the finances, are you more likely to bring your people up with you, or do you want to just get closer to that Elon Musk or that whoever it is? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I do see sometimes when they get up there, they seem like they do want to just get closer to chasing that white man or whatever the case is. Some of them do try to bring their people up, but what people are saying, if you really want true liberation, then all the black millionaires, billionaires trying to do more actively to help bring up the black people. Like, you know what I mean? So I get both folds. I'm not saying it's 100% right.
So let me ask you a question, right? For white people, like Elon Musk, what is Elon Musk doing for the poor white people?
I have no idea. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say what he was doing, but Tesla is one of the biggest companies in the world. Like, and I would imagine that most of his employees are white. Like, you know what I mean? So that's kind of helping white people regardless. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, now somebody in black corporate, you know, was able to be Jeff Bezos, right? And hire 90% of his workforce be black people, then that would actually help a lot of black people in that situation. So I'm not saying they purposely are doing it, you know what I mean, or whatever the case is, but, you know, people are looking at, like, if you're in this position of power, why would you not want to, you know, put more people?
But Jay-Z do help a lot of black people though.
For sure. Yeah, so there was a lot of people just like, oh, she's speaking facts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I got a couple, but you had any that you wanted to get to?
Yeah. I wanted to get with this one right here. Oh, wait. So, man, if I just let her talk real quick.
Y'all, I'm so glad it's not just me. It's not just me. I always go looking for my people. Everywhere I go. And it's strictly because I grew up in the South. And I know and understand that there are some places where I'm not welcome. And I don't want to be in any of those places. So if I don't see anyone else that looks like me, I make the assumption this isn't somewhere I'm supposed to be. No harm, no fuss, no foul. I just back away, get back in my car, and go find my people. That's just...
So basically she's saying wherever she go, it gotta be black people there, or she not gonna feel comfortable. She gonna dip out. So I want to know, do you have that same sentiment? Like, you travel, you know what I mean? You in, let's say, let's see, somewhere that's not black. Let's say you in
I feel like I know what you want to say, but I feel like I know what you want to say.
Let's say that. Let's say you're in California, right?
California, okay.
And you in a place where you don't see no black people. Do you feel comfortable staying there, or is that like a red flag for you?
I'm trying to figure out how I want to answer this question. I would feel safe would feel safe there. I would try to look for my people because I'm always feel comfortable around my people.
Right.
Not all the time, like, cause I just walking around Compton, like, yo, what's up?
Hey,
like,
what up? What
like,
up?
yeah, like, nah. But yeah, and it's a stereotype. You know what I mean? Because even though white people have a history for genocide and mass murdering and killing people and
That's crazy.
all of this stuff,
mass shootings,
in society, we still tend to look at white people as, you know, people that's not going to harm you. Like, even though they have a history of this, like, it's a global history of this. Like, you know what I mean?
It's
so,
our brains been trained, man.
For sure. So, I'm trying to think what community I would be in that I wouldn't, like an Asian community, some Hispanic communities be kind of crazy too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you know what I mean? Gotta watch out. You know what I mean? So, for sure, I think I would feel comfortable, but I wouldn't even put myself really in situations where I would be too uncomfortable. Like, you get what I'm saying? So what about you?
I've never really thought about it, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I've always gone off of more environment and energy than the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that song, My Styles P, you can feel it in the air. That's always how it's been. Like, it's been like my spider sense. You know what I mean? If my spider sense is tingling, then I'm getting out of there. But if I don't get no vibe or nothing like that, then I'm chilling.
Like, you in Greenland or Iceland or whatever.
Yeah.
And are you going out your way to try to, like, yo, who the black people at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would go out my way just because I would be curious. Like, damn, like, Iceland, Greenland, like, that shit, you know, ain't no motherfucker. Like, there's rarely black people out there. I think I was reading something. It was like the states with the least black people in them, and I think Montana was number 1, and they had like
sound about right,
like a 1.3 population of black people. Like, that means like it's like one black person per every 1,000 miles you go, or some dumb shit like that. You know what I mean? So that one would be kind of crazy. Like, you finding a black person, like, where is Waldo in that bitch? Like, you know what I mean? So
I wonder in places like that, how do these white people treat those black people? You know
black people, yeah.
Like,
I would be curious because they don't see them on a regular basis. So it's like, you know.
Or is it like a small town and like, oh, we know their family, we see them grow up.
I'm curious because in my head, I would think they would be more racist towards black people because they haven't experienced black people in real life. They probably only go off of what they see. Right. Obviously, our representation on media is horrible, so they probably just associate. So it's not like they had interactions with enough black people to be like, oh, this is not true like that. So if they probably did see a black person, they probably would treat them like crap. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, you know what I mean. So
I want to interview some Montana people, man.
Some Montana black people. Like, I got one real quick. It says something I'm not afraid to admit as a black woman. The men you date outside of your race will always treat you better than a black man because most black men don't see black women as the prize. They see us as a burden to their social image. I've seen a lot of these on, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of these. Like, there was a ton of these I've seen. I had to skip through so many. I'm like, okay, I get it. Go be with the white man. I get it. Like, you know, so what's your thoughts on this?
Read that last part one more time.
She said, black men don't see black women as the prize. They see us as a burden to their social image. Then she said men outside of her race treat black women better. Like, so.
Yeah, I'm really tired of hearing that rhetoric. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't understand why. And I just want to ask, like, where you getting this information from? Like, because most of the people that be saying this shit never even dated outside their race. Like, the women we had on their show that was saying this shit. Oh, you did outside your race? No. So how you know? I watch movies. Of course they gonna look good in the movies. Sure. Like, yo, they making the movies. Why would they not make themselves look good in the movies? For sure. So it's just frustrating that, yo, you don't even know for sure. Like go experience it. Matter of fact, go ahead. Right. Go experience it and then let me know. Report back. Like,
this to me is no better than when black men say, like, you know, white women treat me better or non-black women treat me better. It's all the same rhetoric, and it's interesting because I gotta check the temperature. I gotta read the comment section. Let me see what the comment section is. And of course, is what you would expect. More women cheering her on. Yes, I need to get me a white man. I need to date outside my race, go where I love. This, that, and the third. And again, we already know the double standard it is when black women tell the world that they want to date outside their race because black men are the bottom of the totem pole, they're the weakest link, they not sufficient enough. They get praised for it, like, you know what I'm saying? And then when black men obviously do the same thing, we get told we hate our mothers, we hate black women, we hate women in general, like, you know. So there's always that double standard there. And like I said, I've seen so many like that. Where just black women like, something I'm afraid to admit. I want to date a white man, or I want to be with a white man. White men make me feel more secure, and this, that, and the third. And it's like, listen, I'm at this point, like, you know, I care about black people, I care about black love, but I can't keep continuing to fight for people that don't want to be in a community. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to go outside your race, hey, you know what I mean? Black man or woman, like, go just be happy, I guess. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I don't know why they and then the part about they don't look at you as a prize. If a man is committing himself to you, he finds you to be the prize. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know about you, but I'm not committing to no woman that I don't think would be, you know what I mean, a prize to me. You know what I mean? So I just think that's it.
Well, I think that's kind of like, it's interesting that she even said that.
Yeah.
Because I'd normally be thinking that black women don't view black men as the prize, which is why we get sometimes their ass to kiss, right? Whereas when they go to a white man, they understand, like, listen, this is a white man. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I have to behave differently. I understand there's a different respect level. I can't talk to him how I would, like Umar said, talk to him like I talk to a black man. I gotta talk to him differently. So I would argue that, you know, black women probably see non-black men more as the prize than they do black men. Like, you know.
That's crazy. Well,
yeah, I mean,
but that would explain why you get treated how you treat. Because if you treat him like that, how he gonna treat you? Like,
because listen, remember that same thing about us giving a black man giving a black woman a compliment and she giving us attitude? I guarantee you, if Chad gave her that compliment, she second guessed that attitude. Like, you know what I mean? She might be a little bit more friendly to Chad and Brad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, then a white person never gave me a compliment before, so it means more to her now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not just some regular, it's not some black nigga. This is a white person. Like, this is different. Like, I never experienced this. Listen, I'm smiling now. You remember that meme I had where it says when black women see black men and they all frown, and then when they see a white man, they all smiling? Listen, there's some merit to that. I'm not gonna hold you, like, you know.
You gotta do better, yeah.
For sure. This one is
wait. I have one
okay.
So this came from a AG, right?
Right.
She said that the cat tastes better when it's marinated a little bit. So I went to the comments, right? Because I wanted to know what she meant, right? She meant when it's not fresh out the shower. Like, she be like, a lot of people
just
say
came out of playing like full court basketball.
Nah, they ain't go that far. They said a lot of people were saying that overnight pussy. I'm acting like I can't curse on the show. That overnight pussy is the best. And somebody said that when you've been at work all day and come home is the best.
Home.
Yeah. So I want to know what's your thoughts on that, man?
Listen. That's kind of crazy. Like, I gotta hold you. Like, this shit got a little bit of seasoning to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a little bit of flavor to it. Like,
the nigga really said marinated.
Marinated is kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that same. You know, I usually prefer. I'm not saying not every time I ate pussy, it wasn't just she was fresh out the shower. Like, you know what I mean? But I usually prefer my women to be
ideal.
Yeah. In a situation where they're much more fresh, like, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, I've eaten. I wasn't like got a little ting to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never noticed it like that. But shit, maybe she has. Like, you know what I mean?
This after work pussy tastes good.
Like,
well, you know how I feel about
right.
About it. Like, I like my pussy fresh out the shower. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, if it got any type of smell to it, I'll be like, Jesus, man, I can't.
The only thing you should be marinating in is that bathtub.
Exactly, man. Like, marinating with some water. Like, that's it, man.
Yeah.
But I just thought
that's funny as hell.
Well, yo, Wolf, you ever had some marinated pussy?
Delicioso.
Yo, but it was a lot of gay women in the comments agreeing with her, though. I'm wondering if maybe women got like a different, like, maybe the anatomy in their tongue is different from males. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe because I just found it crazy that it was a lot of women.
That's a lot of different fluids and liquids going through that motherfucker. Like, I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, more power to y'all, man. Like,
for real.
Oh shit.
All right. Let me see what else I got here. Oh, it had this one black woman. She said, if I was white, I would definitely be getting my ass beat every day because I'm calling y'all motherfuckers niggers.
She said if she was a black woman saying if she was a white woman.
Yeah, if she was white, she'd definitely be getting her ass beat every day.
I'm definitely not doing no dumb shit like that. If I was white, for sure not. Let me just say nigga real quick. Like, you know,
yo, like, that ain't what you want.
She deserved to get ass beat respectfully. Like, you know,
that ain't what you want, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
What did you say? Like,
especially if you go around them people that y'all say that y'all scared.
That y'all scared, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me see what else I got here. Damn, I hate the ones that don't slide over. Like you gotta wait to see.
You gotta wait for the video. Yeah, that's why I was going for the picture ones. Like,
all right. So this guy said, "I love snitching. Calling 911 gets my adrenaline going. Don't do nothing."
Yo, I seen a lot like that too.
Yeah, I did.
Like, yo, man, people like snitching out there. Apparently, like, you know what I mean. You know why people are afraid to admit that, because in our culture it's so taboo. Like, you know what I mean. If you see something, no snitching and stuff like that. So I think that's why people are like, damn, I'm afraid to admit this, because shit, that's like embedded in our DNA. I don't really know where that came from, but it's like, yo,
mean, it came from the police being so like volatile towards black people. Mm-hmm. So anytime you call the police, it's like they're gonna take it where it don't need to go anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, that's one of the codes. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's one of the codes that we need to throw away in our community. I'm gonna be honest with you, like, because it don't do us any. It does us a disservice, and especially in a time where y'all say all that no snitching shit to somebody that's close to you and you want answers. Like, you know what I mean? Now y'all mad because people was close not saying nothing. Like, sometimes we need justice. So you get what I'm saying? It's not snitching. Like, just like a lot of times. Well, a lot of times. But just like that situation with old boy stabbing that girl. Like, that man needs to be put behind bars, bro. Like, and it's not like I said, if I seen that nigga, I knew where he was at. I ain't snitching, bro. Like, he's right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that nigga needs to go to jail. Like, I'm not harboring that nigga. I'm not doing none of that. Go to jail. Like, you know what I mean?
Fact, so man, like, yeah, I totally agree with you, man. Like, I think we need to throw away that narrative. Like, it's a lot of people that's bringing down our community, i.e. this guy here, and they need to go, man. I mean, if you can't be a productive member of the community, then what are you doing here? What do we need you here for? Like,
for sure.
We already got enough things holding us down. We don't need more anchors now, man.
That is true. Wolf, how much time we got left? You got a couple more? I know we got a ton. I know we go on this shit for, because this thread was just, I'm just reading a lot of these threads. Like, damn, this
I was there for a minute.
Yeah, like, this what motherfuckers really afraid to admit. Like, that's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
Man, hold on. Okay. So this one girl said, sometimes I wear bonnets and scarves outside, and I don't give a fuck who sees me. What is anybody gonna do about it anyway?
Listen, I think I had one that was the opposite of that. I'm trying to see if I can find that one. There was one I had that was the opposite of that, and she was like, "Yo, we shouldn't be women shouldn't be wearing bonnets outside."
Shout out to her, man.
For sure. I think, the thing with bonnets, and I think why I got such an air. Well, I'm not even completely sure, but bonnets have always been bedroom attire. Like, you know what I mean? So for you to wear that outside, it just seems naturally like, and I know people try to make that false equivalency to do men wearing do-rags, but I'm like, do-rags are not, I mean, they're not, there's head attire, obviously, but they're not bad. They're not bad. They for styling. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like we wear that shit to go to bed purposely and then go outside. Like, you know what I'm saying? But bonnets do-rags is a little bit different, like, you know what I mean? But because it's more fashionable. Like, and I think it's always been that way. It started off as that, something fashionable. We just happen to wear it to sleep too, like, you know what I'm saying? But bonnets didn't start off as a fashion, you know what I mean, accessory.
The first time I seen a do-rag was like in rap videos, you used to have the do-rag and the hat on, you feel me? So it wasn't like you seen a do-rag and they advertising it, oh, let me tie it and go to sleep, you know what I mean? A bonnets, you see them when your grandma getting ready for bed, she throw that on. Like, that's how you was introduced to a bonnet. So
with the onesie job.
Yeah, so like, wearing a bonnet outside to me is like wearing your nightgown. Yo,
that's the first time I heard of, like, it sounded like a Caribbean accent. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, like yo,
because that's a very Caribbean thing.
Yeah,
like,
that's the yo. Listen, I knew this man for like fucking forever. I never heard this nigga speaking no Caribbean accent. That's the first time I might have heard that shit. Like, yo.
But yeah, that it's like wearing that outside, bro. It's like you're not supposed to be outside in that. But I mean, I get it, man. If you ain't trying to be attractive anyway, man, do what you gotta do.
Hey, listen, man, it is what it is. The one I got real quick, it says something I'm afraid to admit as a black person. Chinese food and Mexican food is better than soul food.
Ooh. Chinese food and Mexican food is better than soul food. All right.
Now, wait, first of all, you saying no because...
Let's break it down. Let's break it down.
He's like, I gotta plug this shit in. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's outrageous.
Let's break it down, all right?
All right, okay.
All right, that's insane, bro. That make no fucking sense. Who the fuck said that shit?
Hey, look, that's something you're afraid to admit as a black person.
Who the fuck?
Like, you know what I
Nigga,
mean?
there's
Like,
nothing to admit. That's insane, bro.
Wait,
listen,
all right, let's
that one did get a lot of comments on that motherfucker.
Let's break it down, man.
Please.
What's your favorite Chinese food dish?
Right, exactly. You gonna say like two things, nigga. Shrimp, fried
Shrimp,
rice,
shrimp and broccoli.
broccoli. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to think.
What else we got? Orange chicken. Oh God.
They got
That General Tso chicken.
That's bro. That's the fucked up part. Most black people think they eating Chinese food. It's like it's not even really Chinese food. They don't even eat that shit.
That
They
is
don't
a
eat
fact.
that
That is
shit.
a fact.
That is fact.
Niggas be
Come
buying chicken wings and French fries, like,
Come
you know what I'm
on,
saying?
bro.
Catch you on barbecue
Niggas eat
sauce.
good.
Like, yo.
That's not even how they say that shit for the niggas.
Right. They be right there in their little rice. And that's
Right.
it.
They rice be
white
white,
rice.
nigga.
Yeah, white
Come
rice. That's
on.
it. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Okay.
That's all right. Let's talk about Mexican food. We talking about tacos. Do love tacos.
This is a better
Burrito.
argument.
We're talking about the quesadillas. The steak quesadillas do be slapping. I ain't gonna lie.
They slap.
Oh, what else? The burritos is good too.
Burritos is good. They got
Nachos. But when we talking about soul food now, man, we talking about fried chicken.
Come on,
man.
bro.
We talking about
Let's go.
We talking about
The yams,
the mac and cheese,
Let's go.
the
Potatoes.
ribs, the potatoes.
The
Nah,
ribs, bro. Come on,
nah. It ain't no comparison.
There's
bro.
no comparison,
It ain't
bro.
no
For
comparison, bro.
But there was people agreeing with that motherfucker in the comments. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's 'cause they
people
didn't break it
were
down,
trying to say
man. They didn't
Spanish
break it down.
Spanish food. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Spanish food better than soul food.
Yeah, people was in the comments saying that. Like, you know what I mean? Spanish
You
food
mean
got
arroz
more.
con pollo?
Never, bro.
Spanish food got more of a argument, and mind you, we probably just saying that because we biased. So we're like, ain't no Spanish person gonna be like, yeah, Spanish food, like soul food is better.
Yeah,
you know, we
I
just
mean,
gotta bias it, but
yeah.
they do got more of an arrangement of foods that they could, you know what I mean, for them.
I think the only way to settle that would be to have a person from each race sit down, blindfolded.
Y'all should set that up.
We should set that up.
Set that up.
Blindfolded, had them sample each, and then give a rating on each, and then show them at the end, and then see if they could pick out whatever.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, that's what would be mind-boggling. This is one of the things that irked me about these diaspora wars when they say Black Americans don't have culture, and then we sitting here naming all of the things that's culturally exclusive to us, and motherfuckers act like they oblivious, like they don't know what the fuck going on. Like I'm like, bro, everything that you could name about culture, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's food, whether it's fashion, whether it's language, we have something exclusively to us that's for us. So you get what I'm saying? So
That people copy, bro.
Everybody.
Like, yo, I seen this video with Asian drill music the other day, bro.
Right.
And I don't know what the motherfucker was saying, but he was spitting. Like,
it was fire?
Huh?
It was fire?
It was fire, bro. Like, yo, and he had the swag with it too, bro. But if you couldn't see his face, you would think he was a black person, bro.
Did he have like braids or something like that? I seen some Asian nigga, he was doing like rap, but he had like braids or dreads or some shit like that.
He had like a crowd behind him.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm gonna see if I can find that video. But he was spitting, bro. Like,
You know your native language? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That says it all right there. Like, do you know your native language? Do you go somewhere outside of the country and you call it home? Shut the fuck up then.
Hey,
This is ridiculous.
that is a thing.
That's the end of the discussion right there.
Listen, these diaspora wars, unfortunately, never going to end. And it's just unfortunate because we just need to come together at the end of the day. But we're too busy.
Speaking of food, right? Shorty says sweet potato pie and banana pudding are nasty. I never learned dreams and nightmares. I forgot the lyrics to Preach by Young Dolph. I'm gonna say that last part because
we gonna get it. I got a confession, but we gonna get it. The sweet potato. She said sweet potato
pie and banana pudding. I like sweet potato pie. I'm not.
I can live without either one of them. Realistically,
yeah.
They good.
Well, I want to fuck with both. The banana pudding, I could live without the banana pie. I'll fuck with the banana pudding, but it's just like
maybe
the sweet potato pie definitely hit. Like, you know what I mean. Dreams and nightmares is a cultural like you gotta know that. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, and that's one of them things where I seen a lot of people saying like, oh, same thing. I don't know I'm afraid to admit this as a black person. I don't know the lyrics to Dreams and Nightmares. And that shit is just such like, I don't know, man. Like
all you need to know is hold up, wait a minute. That shit, like, bro. I thought I was finished,
bro. We was at a party one time, bro. That shit, they probably played that shit like 5 times, and every time that shit came on, niggas died. And like, yo,
people just in their zone, like, you know what I mean, like you were saying the other day, like when he was in the studio making that shit, they had to be in there like, yo, this nigga might be the greatest rapper.
That's one of the ones right there.
Because if I was in the studio with Meek that day, bro, I'll be like, bro, you got it, bro.
Yeah, you got it, bro.
Today, you got it, nigga. Like, ain't nobody better than you today, bro. That shit right there, nobody's fucking with you today, bro. That shit from beginning to end is heat. The build up, the beat, that shit is just heat. Listen, bro.
Man, like, yo, Lord forgive him for what he did with Diddy, man. Like, I'm saying, like, that's what he said. That's what he said. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like that.
That's what he literally said that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did he not say that? He did say that.
So he hoped the what? The homies forgive him.
He can't even have his moment.
Like, damn, man.
I'm quoting him. Like, this is what he said. Like, you know what I mean? So,
man, does the Dreams and Nightmares excuse what he did with Diddy?
Maybe. Listen, man, I ain't even expect all of that. But before we get up out of here, you know, I do got something that I'm afraid to admit as a black person. Man.
What
I've been keeping this to myself for a while, man, and you know, I was like, damn, I can't admit this. They gonna take away my black card, like, you know what I'm saying. And in some friend circles, my shit is taken away, like, you know what I mean?
Might be going already. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But listen, man, I haven't watched a lot of black movies, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't a lot. All of the iconic movies, I have not seen them.
The only black movie,
a majority.
The only black movie this nigga seen was Friday, bro. That's it.
I seen Friday. I seen Friday After Next. My thing, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. My thing,
nigga even see Next Friday. Like,
my thing is, I don't remember movies. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't like. I can't. I haven't seen Black Panther. The only movie I can remember is the Jackson 5 movie, the American Dream movie. Is because they had that shit on repeat like 1,000 times.
That's what I was saying. The reason people remember these iconic movies because they watch them over and over. Yeah. I don't know how you grew up without seeing these movies.
I barely had cable, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the bootleg man, that nigga was. I ain't have money for the bootleg man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was selling them shits to my cousins. I ain't have $5, and I didn't. Even if I barely had a TV, now I'm gonna get it. Now I need a DVD player, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, a lot of work, man. A lot of work.
Paid in Full, bro?
I have seen Paid in Full. Okay. I seen Paid in Full. I seen Juice. Okay. But I can't. I only seen them once, so I can't. Yeah. You know how you and Jewish, y'all niggas be quoting fucking lines and shit. I can't quote no fucking line from that shit. Nah, I never seen John Q.
John Q. Denzel, right?
Denzel.
Mm-hmm. I know the movie. Oh, I did see House Party. Yeah, I did see House Party. I seen the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I seen the most recent one, but I said I can't remember movies like that new shit. The last one that just came out.
Seen Training Day?
Nah, I never seen Training Day. Well, stop asking me this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, I already exposed myself. Wait, you know what I'm saying?
You ain't never seen Training Day?
No, I never seen Training Day.
I'm trying to get engaged.
Nah, bro.
Bro, y'all gonna say that about
Denzel won an Oscar for that.
I understand him.
Nigga. Like, what the fuck?
Jamie Foxx won an Oscar for Ray. I ain't see that movie either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Listen, man, my priorities is fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Matter of fact, I already took his shit, man. Like,
listen, that's why these conversations is tough. I know people gonna resonate with me. Yo, if y'all resonate with me, man, I know I can't be the only one. Like, you know what I mean? So somebody out there,
if
probably like, yeah.
If you ain't never see Training Day, put a 1 in the chat. If Eli Wildin, put a 2. You know what I mean?
I'm probably for sure on Wildin', but I take that. Like, I keep telling myself one day I'm gonna just have a binge session. I'm gonna just watch every fucking movie, and it's gonna be pointless because I'm gonna forget this shit anyway. So it's like, I'm for sure going to forget this shit.
Bro. When I tell you these is great movies, it's not even
because
just
y'all seen them multiple times. They great movies. I never finished. I only seen half of it. Like, yeah. I only seen half of it. But y'all watch these movies multiple times, but y'all remember that shit so vividly.
Nah, bro.
But I'm not a nigga that just rewatch movies though.
I don't rewatch movies.
So
I don't rewatch current movies. Like, I see that shit one time. I seen the shit.
So that's what I'm saying. So the fact that I went back to go watch this movie again.
Some of y'all only rewatched it because that was the only options y'all had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had the DVD. Nigga, I used to be at Jew crib. Niggas just put the same DVD in and rewatch the same movie the same days in a row. Like, you know what I mean? So, like, listen, man. I said that took a lot for me to say on national television.
Yo, my boy. But you gotta see Training Day for sure though. That's first on the list, bro.
That's first on the list. Until y'all mention another black movie, they're like, oh, nah, that's first on the list. So,
Nah.
Baby Boy. I'm gonna just say that. You can skip Baby Boy.
Skip Baby Boy.
He can. I'm just saying he can skip it.
Nah, he can't skip. That's Taraji P.
He's not gonna watch them all. Cause he really not interested. That's why he ain't watching.
That is for sure. I'm not really.
So it's like, okay, you can skip Baby Boy. You know what I mean? Damn, you ain't seen Set It Off, bro? Queen Latifah, bro? Nah. You ever seen Boomerang, bro?
Bro, what? Every movie you want to name, I've never seen it. Like, this nigga, now this nigga trying to flex his fucking black cinematography.
Like, knowledge.
Like,
what about black TV shows?
Black TV shows.
You seen Martin?
Martin.
You seen Fresh Prince. You seen Family Matters?
Family Matters for sure.
The
Jamie Foxx show, but I watched it on and off. I didn't really watch it like consistently like I watched like the other shows.
The Parenthood.
Nah, I never seen that one. I watched My Wife and Kids.
My Wife and Kids is a good one.
I think I'm better with black TV shows, even though I didn't watch all of them, but I watched the good majority of the good good ones. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen enough of those where I can be like, all right, at least the shows, you know what I mean, I'm a little shaky on, but the movies.
You might be a movie kind of guy. Like some people.
Now I'm not a movie guy in general. Like I be scrolling through Netflix and I
you know what it is?
Shit, like,
he too impatient, bro. Like
Eli
is a person. Yeah, Eli is a person that can't. His attention span.
Bro, y'all told me he listened to music on 1.5 or something.
No. I watch movies.
He watched movies on one. He watched movie shows on 1.5.
You got a short attention span.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cramp in as much information as possible, like in a little amount of time. Like, yo, I only got 24 hours. I can't be spending 8 hours a day watching a fucking movie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
when he get kids, he gonna understand somehow, some way. He gonna.
It's great. I'm gonna make my kids watch them shits, and then that's when I'm gonna watch it.
Shaq got movies, bro. Shaq.
Yeah, I know.
He got classic movies that warm my spirit, nigga. Like, come on, bro. It's some shit, bro. On God, nigga, for real.
Nigga King, like, what were you talking about? Shazam?
Shazam. Then he got Steel.
Oh, yeah, Steel was pretty good.
It's Steel, bro. The nigga was a whole, like, you know, like sometimes you watch it back now, you be like, damn, this shit was under budget, but that's what it was at the time.
Yeah, some of this shit is hard to watch. Like, I ain't gonna
you watch Like Mike?
I did see Like Mike. Yeah, I did see Like Mike. Yeah.
You seen Brown Sugar, bro?
Nah, I didn't.
Nah, he definitely.
I did see
Love Jones.
Love Jones. I seen.
You saw Love Jones?
Okay. That was
okay.
Not too
That's what I gotta ask.
Soulful?
No, I watched a Barbershop.
I'm about to say it's hope for him. It's hope for him, man.
Look, I'm gonna be good until y'all niggas keep we gonna get the fuck up out of here. Y'all niggas is gonna keep going.
No, you ain't done with
your saying who's the man now.
You ain't done with your confession.
And that one is not. I kind of know how to play this shit.
Nah,
like, you know what I'm saying? I fake know how to play this shit.
What's the one with Jamie and bro from Mission Impossible?
Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise.
Oh, you talking about when he the cab driver?
Yes, that shit is heat.
That's a good ass movie.
Collateral. Hey, my brother.
That's a good ass movie.
That's a good ass place.
That's a good ass movie, bro.
But is that a black movie though? It's just a black actor in a movie. Like,
I mean, it's his movie. It ain't a black movie.
It becomes a black movie.
Who was Jamie Foxx's love interest again?
In that movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was.
I think I Love My Wife. Hey, I put this on Everything I Love. Go watch that shit, bro. I
Bro,
put
this nigga just gave me 5 recommendations. Like, what the fuck?
listen.
He said, no, watch that one. No, watch this one. No. That like
Eli, in all seriousness, bro, go watch I Think I Love My Wife. That's gonna be it for you. I swear to God, bro. That's it for you. You're gonna love every piece of that movie, bro. It's aligned with what you do. It's aligned with what y'all do on this show.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking movie, bro.
give me a list of recommendations.
Down to Earth.
Man.
Oh my God, bro.
Training Day though.
I'm gonna figure this out.
What's the trading places too? Yeah, there's so many you gotta see, bro. Like, oh my God.
To us, bro.
Yeah. It's so many you gotta see, bro.
This shit in
Like,
public because the motherfuckers trying to gang up on me. But Spades, I was gonna go to the Spades one.
Mm-hmm.
I just learned how my bro Ace, you know what I mean, put me on a couple of years ago to
I don't know how to
Spades.
play Spades, so I feel you.
Oh, see, you know what I mean? Like, but y'all don't got why y'all don't got the same energy for Wolf?
Because he from Texas.
But I know how to play some other shit. I know how to play some other, like I know how to play Pity Pat.
You know.
Pity Pat. That's some old Southern shit. Southern shit. It's old.
Where did you go to high school?
I went to high school in Long Island City.
See, that's why we can't give you no slack, bro. Because you went to high school in New York, you had to know.
No. First of all, my high school was mostly Hispanic people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, black people was the minority in that motherfucker.
Well, congratulations, you played yourself.
Hey, man, listen. I know how to play it now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but nigga, you do that. I would not choose you as my partner.
I'm not that bad, though. I know how to... Every time I count the books, I'll be on point. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know how to play this shit.
I'm
like,
gonna let y'all know how he do it, man.
Listen, man. Next time we have the game night, Spades gotta be. Oh, Spades was there last time, though. Yeah, for sure, man. Anyway, man, I advise y'all to go on social media, TikTok, look at this thread. Things I'm afraid to admit as a black person. It's very interesting, man. I'm actually curious to see. I would like to see other communities participate. Like, I would like to see Jamaicans, Africans, Caribbean. Like, I want to see what they would say. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be pretty interesting. Like, you know what I mean? So
I feel like I might make a couple of. I might start it. Yeah.
You might start it?
I might start it.
Yeah, I might have to start that trend. But yeah, man, appreciate y'all tuning in.
Indeed.
Another episode with just the bros. You know, we don't really get to have these conversations, man, without the ladies out here distracting us. You know what I mean?
You know what I like most about these episodes, you know what I mean, is the different the
dynamic.
Variety. The variety. Cause I feel like when we got guests, it's we focus on relationships and stuff like that. Sometimes it gets exhausting, you know what I mean? But it's good to have these chill conversations.
These chill, yeah, man. So shout out to Jew, man. I know Jew would have loved this conversation. He would have been grilling me on the fucking with the show.
Yeah, him and one would have been like, nah, you guys in there. Yo, hurry up and come back, my boy.
Yo, appreciate y'all.
ATL?
I seen the beginning of the ATL. I never finished the whole shit.
Man, I'm out of
here.
Subscribe to Dailyrapupcrew clips, man.
Yo, appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe. I seen majority of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, stop it, man. Stop it.
What's up, bro?
Hey, turn the camera off. Turn the camera.